Hello everyone, and welcome to this week's reviews. Quite possibly the most anticipated film of the year is here, and I'm excited to talk to you about it. You know which movie I'm talking about? None other than the latest animated film from Blue Sky Studios, as they adapt Mona Leaf's classic book about a bull who'd rather smell the flowers. This is Ferdinand. It's fitting that a film about a character with an enormous heart has a big heart itself. That's what I greatly appreciated about Ferdinand. This is a beautiful and very sweet film, and Saldanha directs it with a lot of love for these bulls, and also seems to continue a frequent theme in his work about animals seeking survival. In this case, the subject is bullfighting, and Ferdinand does not sugarcoat the brutality of the sport and how bulls are mistreated. Saldanha and the screenwriters use rather subtle images and exchanges to show the fate of the bulls, whether they end up fighting in the arena or not. It's really poignant. The humor also works, and animators do a superb job at making sure each bull and other side characters feel unique. There's a scene with Ferdinand in a china shop that is brilliantly animated, and the other characters have their own moments to shine too. My personal favorites come from a trio of trickster hedgehogs who help Ferdinand, but I also greatly enjoy the presence of a not-so-calm common goat, voiced by Kate McKinnon, and a Highland cattle with a troublesome haircut, voiced by, of course, David Tennant. John Cena seems like stunt casting as Ferdinand, but he brings such warmth to the role, and his relationship with his owner is really sweet. After a while, Cena slipped so well into the role, I saw Ferdinand on the screen, not the famous wrestler in the recording booth. The only major criticism I have of the film is there's a dance-off scene that adds nothing to the plot and characters, and is very out of place in a movie that is otherwise very laid back. Nonetheless, Ferdinand is an incredibly heartwarming animated film, and gives me yet another reason to appreciate Blue Sky's output. Now, what else is opening this week? What was it called? It's on the tip of my tongue. Oh right, Star Wars: The Last Jedi. And don't worry, I'll not get into spoilers. I'll just give you my general thoughts. Overall, Rian Johnson manages to move the story and characters forward as they continue to do battle against the First Order, and creates an exciting and thrilling adventure. He has the tricky task of balancing multiple story arcs, and I think he succeeds really well. It's great seeing Luke Skywalker again, this time with dialogue, and we really get a sense of the guilt he feels over Kylo Ren, and the difficult thoughts going on inside of his head. This is definitely a changed Luke from the one we saw in the original trilogy, but some glimmers of his young self do sneak through. His teacher-learner relationship with Rey is a complex one, and no, the film does not repeat beats from The Empire Strikes Back, like some may have feared. I also greatly enjoyed the addition of the character Rose Tico, played in a wonderful performance by Kelly Marie Tran. I absolutely love this character, and she had excellent chemistry with John Boyega's Finn as they team up for their own mission. Rose is absolutely going to be an inspiration to many, especially young girls who will see themselves on screen. The various planets we see are all creatively designed, and the action scenes are very well directed by Rian Johnson. But with that said, and I know this is an odd criticism to make about a Star Wars movie, but there might be a little too much action. At 2.5 hours, there's a lot of it, especially in the third act, and I found myself rather exhausted after a while. I would have liked some more character moments in between the battles. I think the movie could have used some tightening, especially in the climax. I was also rather disappointed with John Williams' score, which primarily sticks to reusing the old themes, although he does choose the right moments to utilize them. Despite those quibbles, Star Wars: The Last Jedi is another worthy chapter in the saga, and does take the characters in some interesting and new directions. Johnson has definitely given J.J. Abrams more than enough to work with on Episode 9. Thanks for watching this week's reviews, and I'll see you next time.